Hey lovely people, welcome back to the Collince YouTube channel, and we are
the Collince, and we are glad to have you here. And today it is story time.
Yeah, story time. It's been long since we told stories, so if you're interested today, kindly stick by and let us share.
There are many stories we have to share with you, our friends and our fans, but specifically today, we felt we should share one of the stories that is still fresh in our memories. And as you've seen in the thumbnail, the story is about
a very cold night. Guys, I don't know how many of you have ever slept in a car. Like, tell us, what was your experience like? Especially if you have ever slept in a car with your partner.
Yeah.
With your partner, because, you're yet to discover. So this was a particular night. But we had decided to go and visit our friend, right?
Yes, we have a friend. We have one of our friends. I'll mention his name.
Yes.
He's called Collince or Jambi. He's a very good pianist.
Yeah.
And we had a neighbor, a very good neighbor to us, who had two homes. One in Nakuru, where she was our neighbor.
Yes.
And the other one was in where Bomet.
Bomet.
Where we actually visited. I hope she'll be watching. So this neighbor of ours had a car.
Yeah.
And since we were close, we said now that she had come, she came like on Friday evening, I think. Was it a Friday?
No, I think she
or
came the previous day. Then we borrowed the car.
Yes.
Day.
So guys, we have not yet bought a car. But yes. That time will come. So we tuliomba gari. We borrowed the car and said, let us take this time to go and visit our friend. Please say hi, it had been long. By that time we were staying with my youngest brother. He's called Jonathan, a very wonderful young boy. And so, because we wanted time for your time, we had not yet been blessed with
our baby.
With our baby River. So we wanted, time for two, So
having fun.
So it was about we left this place, I think, at about 8.
Yeah.
8.
It was 8-ish. Yeah.
And because we knew our brother Jonathan would get bored, we said probably he should. And my brother,
with sleep
is like you, and
he is
like
good.
you.
Yeah.
So we knew if we leave him in the house alone, he would sleep, and then we would be stranded. So we decided to tell him to go and play with the children of our neighbor because they were friends anyway.
Yeah. And then we left. Just like the normal slay people. You're seeing the way I'm dressed right now? I think this was actually the same dress. Yes. That shows that the cloth is mine. When you don't repeat your clothes, uliomba. So this one shows that this one is mine. So I was putting on the same dress. I had a very small jacket. And he was putting on he was putting on a checked shirt, I think, and it was a short-sleeved shirt. Basically, we were passing by to go and say hello. He had invited us for a meal.
Yes, and because we were using a car anyway,
why would we dress heavily when we have a car? And it was very rainy. It was a season of rain here in Nakuru.
So we gave my brother some instruction that you will close the door, go to the neighbor, but leave the gate open. So that when we come, we can just get in with the car.
And then we can awake
We can come and not awake you. He was not meant to sleep there.
No, here. Yeah. As in, we can come and knock on the door, and then he will come and open.
He was not good to go to the neighbor.
He was to go there, but he wasn't going there to sleep there.
Oh, yes. But we also did not plan to come
late. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. the instruction was that he should leave the gate open, but lock the door as he's going to our neighbor. So with that, we left me and my baby here.
It was fun over there.
So we go to our friend's place. Of course, food was prepared.
We ate, we sang in a producer's house.
Yeah.
We were busy singing and making music. And hula bar, after eating supper, we noticed it was midnight.
I think it was about 11:30-ish. No, the time we decided that we want to leave was at about 10. Then it started raining.
Yeah, I think.
And it was not this rain that they call drizzles.
Drizzles.
Drizzles. It was not drizzles.
It was not drizzling.
Yeah, it was raining.
It was raining cats and dogs and elephants and hens. All of them combined.
Yeah, so we decided to hang around because it's not like we were outside and wait for the rain to chillax. So at around a few minutes to midnight, I think that's when the rain subsided.
Yeah,
and they said now it's time to go home.
So we had a prayer, of course, with singing. By the time we left,
singing. What is singing?
Singing.
Not singing.
Singing. You have to pronounce all the letters. Yeah, so we left at around...
It was a few minutes to midnight. So we went into the car and off. It is just like 10 minutes drive if you're driving slowly when you're carrying such a princess in the car.
By the way, guys, my husband is not a slow driver. He is a careful driver, but not a slow driver.
You know my in-laws are going to be watching this. So we left, and in about 12 minutes or 12 minutes we were here. The gate was open as we had instructed, but my brother was not yet back into the house.
So we knocked. We didn't know he was not yet back in the house. We knocked. Yeah. We knocked and called Jonathan. From window to window.
You go to this window, you go to that window, you go to that. And my brother is one person who can sleep. The times before we got married.
He's a heavy sleeper.
Before we got married and I used to stay with him, sometimes we used to change roles. I would take turns in cooking. So if it is his turn for cooking, you will just feel smoke in the kitchen and you will know this person slept while
heavy
cooking.
Sleepers.
Yeah, so
He's a good heavy sleeper.
Just like someone here. So
I'm not a heavy sleeper, but very light sleeper. Don't be deceived.
So we tried knocking, calling.
I think that time he actually had his phone.
Yes, we tried calling.
And the phone was ringing, but inside the house and nobody is speaking.
And it was ringing and nobody was speaking. So we decided now to go to our neighbor because definitely we thought probably he was still there. And because they were having fun, probably he could not hear us. So we knocked. And there's a way you can knock
on your house.
The door of your house. But there's a way you also knock at your neighbor's house.
At midnight.
At midnight. You can, the interval between one knock and another
is 20 minutes.
Because somebody can ask you, are you my landlord? Because even landlords don't knock at that time. We knocked. Yeah. And even we tried calling, but now this time you have to sort of be loud, but whisper. Jonathan. There are like how many people in that house? There was that lady, the 2 children, my brother, and I think some other 2 ladies. Those are 7 people.
None of them had us. So guys,
after about, how long was it when we gave up? How long did it take before we gave up?
1 hour. It was 1 hour.
So 1 hour of knocking, even when God is knocking at your door, human beings also that is how long we take to open.
Yeah, we take longer, very longer.
So after 1 hour, we gave up. And we said, since we have the car here with us.
I actually suggested, My husband was telling me, see, we can continue knocking. And then I was like, no, we can just go to the car and sleep. Because even if we knock right now, they won't hear us. My friends, we went to the car. We had one jacket, the one that he was wearing.
For you decided to freeze.
Me, I was freezing and shining, like the way you're seeing me right now. So, and I'm not a person who wears socks. Here in Kenya, ladies wear socks every now and then. Anyway, that is a story for another time, but I don't wear socks, literally. So I was in my open shoes, and he was also in open shoes. So none of us, I think you had socks in you had socks. Because it was a very cold time, he had socks. I also had socks in my car, like a small bag that I had carried that time. Okay, kwa bahati mzuri.
So I actually thought the car would be
very warm.
Would be warm.
Because it was warm anyway when we were getting out. First of all, it was a struggle. Now we have to share the back seat. Yeah, because we want the warmth. The back seat can only carry half of a person.
But then you filled the whole of that chair.
You can notice who. The attack wasn't real, but it has come out.
Hapana. Angalia kati ya sisi wawili nani mkubwa. Who is bigger?
This one is a Russia and Ukrainian attack. But anyway, so guys, we were sharing that back seat, the two back seats. And of course one was to hang. Definitely it didn't have been me because I am the baby.
Hey, by the way, I think you at first you were lying on my lap.
Yes.
45 minutes later, man, you are too heavy for me.
Later on, I don't know where the wind of coldness came from. My friend, we were freezing.
We tried switching on the engine.
We tried switching on that small
AC.
light. AC. Guys, it was cold. Like very, very cold.
You know me,
terribly cold. Like you're holding, I was clinging on you and still I'm not feeling any warmth.
Before we got married, me, I used to have a belief. There's no way when I'm with you I will feel cold. Hiyo siku ndo nilijua.
The verse was defined.
Mtu si moto.
There's that verse that says when the two lie together,
they keep warm.
But when one is one,
hii Biblia uliandika mwenyewe. So it is an experience we can't forget. I don't know, have you ever slept in a car? Whether you are alone or whether you are caught up with jam or for any circumstance that forced you to sleep in a car. And it's such small things that will make you appreciate
the many things, the comfort that you have.
You know, we take
things for granted.
We take it for granted that we have a place to lie our head. That is when I started appreciating that I should be grateful for every single thing, including just having a place
to put your head.
That, and you see that is in no way, you can't compare it to even people who sleep in the street, because that's even worse. That's how I say.
That's true.
So even as we end this video, I would like to advocate for us to be thankful for everything, and
the little and the big.
Yeah, and let us learn to number our blessings. And we'll be surprised, just like the song says, with what the Lord has done for us. Thank you so much for watching.
And until another time, kindly subscribe if you haven't, share our content if you have, and give it a thumbs up. Let's just take each other up.
And leave a comment below about your experience, if you have had any like ours. God bless you, and see you in the next video. Bye.